So let's continue with our revision question, ATD, December 2023, Entrepreneurship and Communication. So number 21, choose the statement describing a partnership deed. So it is a partnership deed. A partnership deed is a document showing the internal rules of a business. So out of our choices, letter B becomes our answer. It will guide the partners of the business in terms of what are some of the rules that are put in place in order for them to carry out the business promptly. And then we have number 22, identify a rule observed when writing a complaint letter to the organization. Our answer is letter D, confining to the facts of the matter at hand. Concentrate on the facts. When you're complaining, give the reasons as to why you're complaining and basically stick on facts. So that is the rule for writing a complaint letter. Number 23, choose the limitation of upward communication. So upward communication is that communication that takes place from the junior staff, towards their supervisors or maybe their managers. So it's people who are coming from the low level of management communicating to the people who are in the upper level of management. So that is upward communication. So what is the limitation of this upward communication? Number one, it will delay. Our answer is that it will delay in passing information to the top management. So letter A becomes our answer. This is basically sometimes the junior staff are having some fear or approaching their senior people. Sometimes they might have information that they need to pass it on time, or maybe the managers are not there in their offices. So such factors will always make the information to delay. And then we have number 24, identify the problem a sender encounters when the receiver fails to give feedback. Letter C is our answer, limitation in taking the appropriate action. Yes, because you've communicated to someone, you expect this someone to give you the feedback so that you can know what is the next step am I supposed to take, or so that you can know what is the way forward for me. But if this person does not give you the feedback that you need, then you become stuck. So that means you'll have limitation in taking the appropriate action. So letter C is our answer. Number 25, choose an advantage of a face-to-face communication. Face-to-face communication is where the two parties, the sender and the receiver, are in one place. They can see each other and then they debate on whatever issues they will wish to. So what is an advantage of that kind of communication? It enhances communication flexibility. You can use signs, you can use body language, because the person can see you, then that means you'll be able to understand what is this person trying to imply. So it enhances communication flexibility. And then number 26, choose an effective method of minimizing aspects of communication barriers. Choose an effective method of minimizing aspects of communication barrier. Our answer is letter C, attentive and careful listening. Through only being attentive and listening carefully, you will deal with all the barriers to communication. Because having a person who is attentive and a careful listener, then that makes a good listener, or that makes a good receiver of the information or communication. So that means you are going to break so much barriers with these two aspects. And then number 27 is select a feature of concreteness in communication. Remember, we talked about 7 C's of communication, and one of the C was concreteness. So what is this concreteness all about? In the choices, letter D becomes our answer. Messages built with facts and figures. That is the meaning of concreteness in communication, or as a principle of communication. And then 28, choose the benefit of using notices in an organization. What are some of the benefits associated with using notices? It will help you to update your employees on any event, whether it's a meeting, whether it is it's any event that is upcoming. You'll always be in a position to remind them through the notices. You'll always be in a position to inform them and also to update them on the same issues. So letter D becomes our answer. And then number 28, choose the benefit of using notices. Number 29, sorry, that is what we've just done. Sorry for that confusion. So number 29, which of the following is an objective of job selection interview? What is the objective of job selection interview? Letter A is our answer: to establish suitability of candidate for the organization. Why do people do selection after the interview? Applicants have applied, shortlisting has been done, the interview has been done. Selection. Why do people select? People select because they want to get the best candidate out of the many who have done the interview, who will be able to fill that vacant position that you're looking forward for this person to fill. So selection will always help you to choose best candidate. So our answer is letter A: to establish suitability of candidate for the organization. And then number 30, which is our last in this session. Which of the following is the purpose of using audiovisual aids during presentation? Audiovisual aids, these are some of the equipment, so I can call them here equipment, so that you use when you're presenting information or when you're presenting something. And we call them audiovisual because they support you. They support you in delivering certain information when you're doing it. When you're doing it visually or audio visually. So the purpose of using these aids is to support and enhance oral presentation. So that is the main purpose of using a visual aid during presentation, to support and enhance the oral presentation. Remember, when you talk of audio, visual is whereby you make use of sounds and graphics, anything that is visible, visual. So that is it. So that is our session. Thank you. Let's meet in our next session.